So, Dr. Gita used to hit on me like all the time, and he was so angry because everyone talks shit about me because I'm slant-eyed and because I'm rich and because I'm really intelligent, very intelligent. And like I'm really intelligent, like I made a lot of money with it. And because me and my siblings all look like different ethnicities almost, but not even quite. We all look Métis, but people are stupid as fuck. So how do you explain it? He would. And like he would make out with me in front of people and grab my ass and get all swooey and then pretend like we are fucking in the back room. But we weren't fucking. No. I was married to Owen, who by the way had the biggest dick. He really did. It was as big as a fucking brew show of a fucking tree. And it did feel fucking good. But you had to be careful when you were doing it. You had to be really horny or else you just bleed out. And I'm normal, so I wasn't like, everybody wants a big dick. I'm so fucking horny right now. I wasn't like that. I could date all the emos with big stretched ears. I could, is the point. Because I am emo. I just don't wear the makeup and do the fancy stuff, and I wear like more earth tones when I buy something that I actually fucking like to wear and new. I'm emo. I'm just like not even grunge. Like I'm something like they said like alternative. I'm like alternative would be like pink. It'd be like those big pink fucking beads. I'm a Buddhist, is really what it is. I am very religious, yeah. And Buddhism is smart. You fuck all like religiously, and then all of a sudden you're just like swinging each other around, doing all these positions. It's just about getting used to each other. Me and Owen were Buddhists too. Yeah. Like at first you're just like, well, anyway, you should read the fucking books. I totally could, you know. I met like 5 of them when I was coming home, and what was I doing? I was at the pub doing my final like next album speech, and then I started walking. They're like, "We're so cool, but we're not as cool as we were when we stretched our ears." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. Come here." Give him a big hug. I'm like, sometimes life takes a toll. That's why life was always such a corporate brand. They're like, yeah, yeah, because they're so sick. I knew who some of them were, but yeah, some got like fucked up in the head because their body and organs were failing so much from being sick. Like truly a virus. But he just had the biggest fucking dick, and I didn't go for him for that. I didn't know. We just always liked each other out in the army field. And we were nervous at first. Every time we were going to die, we ignored each other. The one day I said, I'm so lonely, I'm going to die. And he's like, I feel like, so like adamant to be alone that I'm okay. I was like, well, if you're okay and I'm not okay, doesn't that make like somebody there to help and not an illegal relationship? He's like, smooth. Turns out he has the biggest dick in the world. He had a barco. That's what it's called, a barco of a tree. Kind of dick. He was healthy and he was a genius, yeah. I have the smallest pussy in the world, but it fits anything. It's smart. I have the smartest vagina. That's why I was told Owen I'd be okay. Like, you know, oh, just for like after you die or the last moments you're taking a breath. I will be okay. It just will be really dramatic. Everyone's saying that I fuck people, multiple people in a week. Well, like, so what if I do once in a while? One's eventually going to catch my attention. I'm going to stop and stick around. Like, so what? Like, I remember the politicians were scaring everybody, and they're just scaring you. They're just scaring you, saying that there's so many STDs and they hide within the underlayers of the skin. I remember because I grabbed Justin's chest and I was like, that's all you get. That's all you get. And Pierre was all around. All the young politicians did that. But you should be fucking scared. It's like it can stink even if it's not infectious. And it's you're laying on top of somebody and like you guys flail and do weird shit. You're gonna break a girl's ribs or a little man's ribs. It's dangerous. And like easily you could break a bone. What if you can't get up and you suffocate somebody? I know I'm having a hard time getting all the way up. So the sex wasn't as good as I thought. With my boyfriend that I'm trying to work it out with, or at least see what happens when we try to make it work for an extended period of time. For true. Huge penis for true. You never want anybody using it, not because of what the politicians did, not because of its size, and he wasn't like greedy or shy. He's just quite the musician, quite the artist. He was pretty content all the time. And he kind of smoked a lot of pot to keep that going. And I was never allowed to smoke pot, and then writer's block kind of hit. But I get over it. But I don't think my albums are that good. Like even Goddess, it's not enough content. I think, and that's my own shit. Whatever. He used to be a better writer and more community involved. I just didn't read the comments. That's all. I'd post it, not read it. Anyway, Akita was like my boyfriend, everyone thought, and that's perfect because they all said that a white man with round topped eyes and a white man that's sophisticated and Amber would never be successful, even though she's going to school to become a doctor and all this shit. And Gita actually kind of wanted me at one point. No, like he honestly did. And then I made it happy and he realized exactly what the hell was the difference. But he always drinks rye and watches lots of TV. I feel neglected. Is really what it was. Joey is like it would be narcissistic. It would be completely like his family has never told us the secret of if we're related or not, but I think we are, and he thinks we are too. So we just punk each other and live with it that we're cousins. Cousins that were together when we were kids, but our parents like didn't call each other and like check up on each other. They weren't like family support to one another. I kind of feel this stretch of my mind where it's like, you know, that's why Joey's parents got divorced. That's why Joey's unhappy. It's because we couldn't get the adults to get along either. And whatever reason that is, I have no fucking idea. I remember the fights. I'd be like, I'd go pick up Joey because I want to go for a walk. And we'd go for a walk and come back to the parents being like, my dad saying, Gary, I like your wife, Cindy, more than you. I like your wife more. And it was a joke because that's his family member, but it wasn't a joke because we're little kids and then we're actually noticing that things are failing. Yeah. You know, so it's fucking sad when that kind of shit happens. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm worried about Coral, and when she asks for a gift, she'll get one. May not be perfect, may not be cool, but a couple letters I can read you, it's little freaking shit, right? But I can't buy you Lego. 80 fucking bucks. I still need food. I don't have to eat every day, and I know that. That's why I'm like being silly all the time on TikTok. Guys, I am so fat if I eat because I'm sustainable. My body does well eating like a little bit, and then actually eating like a poutine in the little bit, right? Like day to day, third day, actually eat something. I actually do better. Like I don't have as bad of writer's block. Like at least I don't have like that shaky feeling when I go to say something and then all of a sudden I can't remember what the hell I was trying to say kind of thing. It's Jesus. Yeah, like every third day, every second day, it varies. You kind of want to keep a little bit of money just in case you feel like you're going to drop. But if it doesn't make you drop, that means you're not sick. You're probably sick. Like got a sliver in your foot and it's too infected, it's too sore, it's making it too uncomfortable for you. Like I'm talking like a big sliver. Like when I got that big sliver in my foot, Marina. Um, yeah, you're usually just sick if you're dropping that fast. Like, because type 1, you just eat sugar. Like, that's what I mean. Like, eat a little bit, have your juice, drink a tea, maybe make some, like, fucked up bread that you can with, like, barely any ingredients. Eat that, without making yourself sick. I was just going to vent to my brother this morning. I was like, no, don't do that. He doesn't have time to read it, and he probably doesn't have time to read it right. It was actually bigger than I think I even showed you, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's pretty big anyway. His mom told me to do this because it's Moses. Like big as my mantelpiece. Not quite. Smaller head. It was actually normal. It was literally it fit a perfect vagina. It like didn't hurt it. Kind of skinnier, wider. It had a smaller head than his shaft. And it was really pretty. It was wider than his body. Mostly because his body is mostly suntan. So I feel Melissa bitching at me for getting a suntan. If I forget her pain that she really can't really go out in the sun all too much. It's just like it's not gross. It's better for you actually. And if it wasn't even better for you, like you don't want us to go outside. It's not that we're claustrophobic. It's that it's just too much cleaning to stay inside. I was smart to buy the juice boxes, I think. That cough surfaced. Probably just a sliver of like spices or something. Kobe's always been really good at bringing up stuff from a long time ago and talking about it. And I'm more like stupid about it. Like Kobe actually has like to his fucking argument. I'm just like, remember that one time they said and then the article actually was and blah blah. I talk to my dad sometimes. Like I say I can't talk, I do. I just a lot of the time I get really, really sick from a type 1. I literally can't talk. So I guess I can't talk sometimes. People buying stuff off the science television show, Science Channel. Like an electric car. Whatever you want to do, but they always seem to have this big political matter now. No, you don't. I was kind of abused by this chick. She had like the worst breath in the fucking world. Like she was chewing on fentanyl with her fucking electric car. You're supposed to be able to reap what has been sown. And if you earn the money, you're paying your fucking bills, you can buy a fucking electric car. But it's not going to save the planet. It doesn't make you an all-time powerful politician by any means. Because I always think that we're killing the earth. No, we're not. The earth just fucking stinks when it's alive. And like Melissa, we're always chit-chatting and having a good conversation. I'm not very good at it. And like Logan not being afraid to say that the people that work in the mill, like a lot of them are really fucking stupid. Well, you don't have to be afraid because mom and dad know. Mom worked at the mill just before she had Melissa. It is, and they employ way too many stupid people by accident. And people that they do employ that are standard are not standards of any place that actually can fucking help a human feel better. Like I went into Yamaha and the guy said, there's not one fucking stupid person who works here, in all honesty. because of how easy it is. The standards are so high. Fucking how easy it is to roll a quad or what have you. I've rode quads my entire life. Like, I wasn't joking about that little orange thing. It was like diesel or both or something. It was something weird. It was so small I had to have two pistons different. Connor O'Brady was the man. Cops try to send me out to go feel better. Because if I really get my finances together, I can probably buy a quad or a side by side. Ew. What is that? What was that? I knew who they were in the past. And then as soon as they said they got sick, I was like, probably dealing with static from your kidneys being swollen and staticking your body, making you feel mentally ill. You probably got green tea and ruby red. I'm taking all those big mouthfuls. I deserve it. But if I don't, then I don't feel alive. You know, taking big mouthfuls, swallowing big fucking chunks of food. So what isn't there to love about kale? It's just the fact that we may not work because our venting is edgy. He always like takes his time to, like, in the summer go golfing and stuff, and he doesn't really, like, I don't know how much of a venter he really is. I'm not sure. But I vent, and I think it puts him on edge because he's like sorry for me almost. He's obviously sorry for me because he keeps trying, and I keep trying, and then we just fall apart. It's been like we took like a friendship break. We're rolling around in bed, nothing was quite working. We're doing some Buddhist shit. And then we took a break for, I don't know, like it was almost like a year, eh? I don't remember. Since July last year. Not a year, a few months. I'm sure he vents. He slams it. Oh, yeah. He doesn't have writer's block all too much. He says he does a little bit, probably not as bad as me. Because you notice I don't write. I don't even like. Well, ever since my friends passed away, I guess I haven't had anyone to talk to get the ball rolling. Because Joey just cracks too many jokes for my ball to really get rolling. He just makes me laugh. Nothing wrong with that. But I should make another cup of coffee. Yeah, there's nothing. It's just that. And if he was single forever and if people started bullying him, I'm not going to date him out of sympathetic and like waste my entire life being alone either. But, like, I feel really fat right now saying this. It's only going to work if we are making it work. But sometimes we can't even make it work. Well, some people can't make it work, right? Anyway. If it doesn't work between me and Kayla, I'd be offended because there's a lot of bitches at the parties.